Speaking of press and poor, I came to my attention that one of my favourite outlets, Independent Australia, they're not doing so well in the cost of living crisis. Now, this is what happens when you don't have this entire network across the globe, this global media empire, propped up by House reruns, I'm assuming. Really, in Australia, virtually all press comes out from the Australian newspaper and then it fans out. That is the narrative setter for every day of the week. They're the ones that decide what the rest of the press is going to be talking about. Yes, you have your little silos like your 9 Fairfaxes, which owns, let's be honest, half the media, but they are really not in the same power broker position as Murdoch. But if you aren't in either of these two silos, it's a tough gig. It is a tough gig to be. As the name suggests, independent in Australia. And they have done some great work over the years, such as they were the lone voice for about a decade saying, guys, the ABC sucks. They were the only ones saying, guys, this is just a Liberal Party mouthpiece now. It has been completely infiltrated all the way from the top down. It is nothing but a bunch of Murdoch hacks that have gone in there. It's a hollow shadow of what it was. They were the only ones that were saying that. They were the only ones who were pointing out the Peter Slipper scandal was entirely just to weaken the Gillard government. They're still doing that work to this very day. And because of current economic circumstances, they're struggling at the moment. In fact, they could close down by mid-December if they don't get a sizable injection of cash. I've already given them some of my money. I think that you should give them a couple of your bucks as well. Try and get them to their target. And if you do get them to their target, I wouldn't mention Patreon dollars either. I mean, cost of living crisis is affecting us all. I think that we need it. We also need it because, you know, we've been taking hits this year as well. And we have done some phenomenal things this year. I mean, just last week, we did something very big and investigative. You can go check that out. That is what that Patreon allows us to do. More of that, as well as counter-press narratives, which I think, as I've just pointed out, really necessary service. It also allows us to do things like set up the environmental fund, which we will have some updates on, I'm hoping, fairly soon. And we will also have a bunch of other big videos that are coming out relatively soon as well. So it's all systems go. We're all firing off over here. Give us more money and also give Independent Australia some cash as well. Save Kevin Rudd.